Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Buddy. I'm your host Josh Blumenkrantz. Today is a very special episode. That is right. I am doing the 2026 Oscar nomination predictions. I'm going to break down 24 categories as best I can. I did my research. I talked to a lot of people, listened to a bunch of podcasts about various opinions, and it's going to be a little tricky, but I'm here to talk it through about what I thought is the best choices for all of these categories. And it's going to be a whirlwind. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm excited. And without further ado, let's go. All right, first up, we got Best Picture. I'm starting off with the big one right away. And the nominees that I have are Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and Train Dreams. All right, so I feel pretty solid about these, even though you shouldn't be 100%, because I have a spoiler. It could be it was just an accident, although I felt like this is kind of like losing steam as the season kind of went on. It just didn't really do well with like BAFTA shortlists. It's just, I don't know, it's just not looking very good, to be honest with you, for that movie. And I just feel bad because, like, it's a very good movie. Then you also have Weapons, which I just, Amy Madigan was always like kind of the thing for that movie. I never saw it as a serious threat. Some people have it in casting and like other categories, but like, I don't know. It just needed that Globe win for Madigan and it didn't happen. So at the very least, it's going to get a nomination for her. And it didn't even make the makeup like short list, so that's not going to happen at all. And then you got Sarat, like Sarat, we love Sarat. I just think it's not going to break through for Best Picture here. I mean, it could, but that's just like overstepping. I mean, you already got two international features in here, right? You got The Secret Agent and Sentimental Value, but like, I don't see another movie like it was just an accident breaking through here. That's just like too many, right? So, and for terms of PGA, most of these films didn't make it in, except for like international films. Like Sentimental did, but not like the other ones. But like, I don't know. I'm just like feeling good. I know a lot of people are going to be calling me crazy. Like, F1, what are you doing? And I'm like, I think it could get in. Like, they've been campaigning in Los Angeles here hard for that movie. All the different branches, like all the different categories. Ed Sheeran doing the song, and like Hans Zimmer for score. Like, Kaczynski and Bruckheimer have been everywhere, shaking hands, kissing babies. And this is just such a really good crowd-pleasing movie, F1. Like, I don't know, it's like the pinnacle of this year in terms of like excitement. It's the ultimate dad movie of the year, obviously. It's not as good as Top Gun Maverick. I want to preface this by saying that. Like, it is not as good as that movie, but damn it, the techs are really good. And like, if you have it maximizing in like tech categories, it's like, why not put it in picture? I mean, the PGA nomination helps. Some people think it's going to correlate, but I don't know. I just have a feeling in my gut. Sometimes you just got to follow your gut with these, but this is my picture lineup, and I feel good about 7 of these. Like I said, the last 3 slots are just kind of like, I mean, mainly like, I don't know. I don't even feel good about Train Dreams. I know a lot of people love that movie. Me personally, I thought it was like fine, but like that could miss too. It's possible, even though it did make PGA, but like still. And I have it in like a few other categories, but I don't know. I just don't feel like great about it. Secret Agent is doing well enough that I think it could make it into picture here, but that could miss. It's just, there's a lot of different scenarios, really, with Best Picture. It is not that easy, but like you got Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Sentimental Value. Those are safe. But the other 3, it's up in the air. You can kind of do like several different combinations here, but this is what my lineup is, and I'm sticking to it. Next category, Best Director. Nominees are Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, Ryan Coogler for Sinners, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. Yep, those are my 5. It's pretty much the DJ 5 minus Joachim. I do have Guillermo del Toro missing here. Watch out for Jafar Panahi, though, for It Was Just an Accident. He could get in here. I don't know. Like I said, the support for this movie is kind of falling. I mean, he could get in, but like, I don't know. I just don't feel the passion behind this movie anymore. It was there in the beginning when it won the Cannes Award, but now it's just like slowly fading in my personal opinion. And then you got, like I said, Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein. He could maybe get in there. They love Guillermo. But I don't know. I just don't feel like he's going to get in for this. Like, he'll get in for like other categories, but not for this, I don't think. And then you got Clever Mendonca Filho for The Secret Agent. He could get in. He could get in here. I would not be shocked if that happened, but I'm not going to do it. I just feel like these 5 are your safe bets if you're going to go 5 for 5 on this. And I feel pretty good. These are like potential best picture winners. So like, why not have these 5, you know? And they've made it everywhere else. So it just feels like only natural that he would put them here. But still, watch out for a shocking surprise. One of these people could miss. If I had to choose one who would miss, it would probably be maybe Josh Safdie or maybe Chloe Zhao. But I honestly feel like these are the 5 you should keep. And that's my best director lineup. All right, next we got Best Actress. And the nominees are Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Chase Affinity for One Battle After Another, Renata Rensby for Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone for Begonia. And yeah, this is my 5. It feels pretty solid. Now, watch out for Kate Hudson. She could get in here for Song Sung Blue. She made SAG. She made Golden Globe. She didn't make Critics' Choice, but still, like, she made some pretty big awards groups already. I would not be surprised if she made it in here. Like, it's a big, performance. People love this type of performance. It's the thing that actors dream of. She sings, she cries, she does everything. So she could make it in. Also, it's such a long shot, but watch out for Amanda Seyfried, I guess, in The Testament of Anne Lee, even though that movie's just been falling. It's just like dead on arrival. I would be shocked and so delighted if she made it in. I would love it, but I just can't predict it. I can't do it anymore. She only made Globes and Critics' Choice, and that's it. Like, she didn't make SAG. I don't think she's going to make BAFTA. Yeah, it's pretty much done for her, but man, I would love it. But yeah, these are my 5 for Best Actress. I mean, it just feels good. Chase Affinity could maybe miss for Kate Hudson if I had to take one out, or maybe even Emma Stone. But like, Begonia's got to get something if it's going to get that Best Picture lineup. So like, yeah, this is what I have for Best Actress. Best Actor, and the nominees are Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner Moore for The Secret Agent. Yep, these are the 5. I feel pretty solid, at least for the first 2. Ethan Hawke could maybe miss. I mean, he's going to be the only nominee for this movie. Michael B. Jordan, I think he's in. And then Wagner Moore just won the Globe, so he's in. So yeah, I mean, Ethan Hawke is the vulnerable one. For spoiler, could be Jesse Plemons for Begonia. Watch out for that. He made SAG. It could be maybe BAFTA down the road. We don't know. Because like, we're not going to get the BAFTA nominations until after the Oscar nominations this year. It's weird, but we're only working with the long list or short list that we have here. And anyway, him, and then maybe Joel Edgerton for Train Dreams. I don't believe it's going to happen at all. No acting nominations for that movie, but hey, you never know. Stuff happens. But yeah, this is my lineup for Best Actor. I feel good about it, and that's pretty much it. Supporting Actress, and the nominees are Odessa Zion for Marty Supreme, Inga Ibsdottir Lilius for Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan for Weapons, Wunmi Mosaku for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. I feel good about certain people here. I feel good about Odessa. I don't know why people are writing her off. I mean, she made SAG or the Actor Awards, as I predicted. Marty Supreme is picking up steam. I feel like she's along for the ride. She's the co-star to Timothy, and some people think Gwyneth Paltrow could surprise as like the veteran, but I don't see it. I don't care if she made like the BAFTA shortlist, okay? Like, she should have landed in other places if like that was gonna happen, and she didn't. So I think Odessa's just hot right now. I think she's just a more powerful performance and a better performance at that. So I think she's in. Inga for Sentimental Value is going to be the international pick. I know she didn't make SAG, but it's okay. I think she's still in regardless. Sentimental Value is picking up steam. It's loved enough, and she's very good in it. So I have her in. Amy Madigan for Weapons, she hasn't missed anywhere. She's in for a nomination win. That's up for debate, I guess, but like, I don't think it's going to happen. But the nomination for sure. At this point, she's earned her keep, and I think she's in. Then Wunmi Mosaku for Sinners. She made SAG, and she made Critics' Choice Award. She did not make the Golden Globes, but that's okay. I think, again, Sinners is well-loved enough. That's going to make a lot of nominations, and she'll be along for the ride. So I think Wunmi Mosaku is in. And then, of course, Tiana Taylor. She just won the Golden Globe, gave a hell of a speech. I think she's just going to sweep the season and win the whole damn thing. And you just have to have her in because she's in One Battle After Another. So yeah, she's in. But watch out for... I did snub Ariana Grande for Wicked for Good. Originally, I had her in a long time ago. That ship has sailed. That movie's just losing heat. It's just done, I think. So she could maybe get in. Who would I take out for her? Maybe Wunmi Mosaku. I'm not taking out Odessa. I can't do it. I just think she's just too good, and Marty Supreme is just the late breaker that is like sweeping the nation. So yes, she could take over for Wunmi. And then Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value maybe could get in, but I don't know. She didn't make BAFTA. Like, she's just crashing and burning. She didn't even make SAG. It's just, no. I'm sorry, Elle. I really want her in too. She was so good. But that's my lineup for supporting actress. Supporting actor, the nominees are Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Paul Mescal for Hamnet, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. These are the 5. It's been the 5 of these guys for like a while now. I just don't see any of them missing. I know Stellan missed SAG, but they just don't go for international films that often, so no need to worry. BAFTA's going to revive him. Everything's going to be fine. And he just won the Golden Globe, for God's sake. I think he's good. And he might win BAFTA too. So yeah, I think he's good. And then, spoiler though, watch out for Miles Caton for Sinners. I mean, he's very good. He just made the SAG nomination for the Actor Awards. So he could get in. Who would he knock out? I don't know. I really don't know who he would knock out. I'm not saying Stellan. Maybe Sean Penn. Maybe he doesn't make it in. Everyone else seems safe, but I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, these are my 5 for supporting actor. Best original screenplay. The nominees are Ryan Coogler for Sinners, Jafar Panahi for It Was Just an Accident, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Eva Victor for Sorry Baby. Yep, these are my 5. I feel pretty good about them. I guess watch out for Kleber for The Secret Agent. That could happen. Who would he take out? Maybe It Was Just an Accident, or maybe Sentimental Value, or maybe Sorry Baby. Sorry Baby is vulnerable, but like, I don't know. I just feel like Eva Victor is like rising with this movie. I mean, she got the shout out from Julia Roberts at the Golden Globes, so like anything's possible. And she's just been like going over the independent groups, just like she's doing very well. So, and it's a good movie. It's a very well written movie. Very good debut. And then I guess watch out for Weapons. Zach Kreger could maybe get in for screenplay. I mean, if you have Madigan in, is that the only nomination for Weapons, or does that get into screenplay as well? Those are like the realistic nominations that I can get personally, but I'm not going to do it. I don't think Weapons is that passionately loved enough to get it. So yeah, these are my 5 for original screenplay, and I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about this. And we'll leave it at that. Best adapted screenplay, and the nominees are Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell for Hamnet, Clint Bentley, Greg Quidar for Train Dreams, Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein, and Will Tracy for Begonia. Yep, these are the 5 I have for adapted screenplay. I feel pretty good. R.I.P. No Other Choice. I mean, that's my spoiler. Park Chan-wook and Lee Kyung-mi, Lee Ja-hae, and Don McKellar for No Other Choice. I feel like that is the spoiler that could maybe take one of these people out, maybe Begonia. But, you know, this justifies everything. I mean, I would like Train Dreams out of here, but I don't think it's going to happen. Begonia could also be sacrificed, but I don't think that's going to happen either if you're going to have it in picture. I feel like this is like a good coattail for it. But yeah, these are my screenplay nominees for adapted, and I feel pretty good about it. Next, a new category, Best Casting. We've never had this before. It could be really anything. We don't know what the criteria is, but this is what I think it's going to be. Sinners, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Marty Supreme, and Hamnet, with Frankenstein to potentially spoil and get in there. My logic behind this is you got to go with the potential best picture frontrunners, which Sinners, One Battle, Sentimental, and Marty Supreme, and Hamnet are. They really are those 5. Frankenstein, I mean, it's a good ensemble of people that could get in, but what would it take out? I don't know, maybe Sentimental Value. That could be the vulnerable one, I would say, out of all of these particular movies, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think best casting is this. I guess maybe watch out for Weapons too. Some people think that's going to happen, but I don't at all. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, this is, I think, a pretty solid best casting lineup. Definitely not Wicked for Good. There you go. Best International Feature. The nominees are No Other Choice, It Was Just an Accident, Sentimental Value, Surat, and The Secret Agent. That's right. I did the Neon 5. It feels good. Feels a little too good, though. One of these could miss. I mean, the spoiler would be the voice of Hin Rajab. I just don't know what it would take out. I guess you could say maybe Surat. No, not Surat. Probably It Was Just an Accident, really. Again, that movie's just slowly losing steam. Or, you know, it could be No Other Choice. No Other Choice could be the one that gets taken out of there. Some people think so, but I still think Park Chan-wook is respected enough to at least get his film into international. I'd be shocked if it didn't. But yeah, just like all these films have made it in various places, other award groups. It feels right. I just can't see them missing. Definitely not Sentimental Value. That is in. Surat is definitely in. And It Was Just an Accident and The Secret Agent are definitely in, I think, for now. But yeah, just those are the vulnerable ones. No Other Choice and It Was Just an Accident. But yeah, the voice of Henry Job, I just don't know if that much people are passionate about it. That's why I don't predict it, but it could get in. Maybe watch out for Left-Handed Girl 2 from Netflix. That could be a thing. I mean, Sean Baker, but like, I don't know. It just would have landed in other places, but it just really didn't so much. But yeah, that's why I have our Best International Feature. Best Documentary Feature. The nominees are 2,000 Meters to Andrivka, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, Cutting Through Rocks, Seeds, and The Perfect Neighbor. I can't really give too much clarity on these, but The Perfect Neighbor, if it gets in, I think it's going to win it. Everything else, it's pretty much up for grabs. I mean, there's so many different documentary features. You don't know what's going to make it, really, unless you really watch them all and have a good sense about these things. I don't personally, but I'm just kind of going along with the ride. And from what I've looked through, this is what I have as my lineup, and I'll leave it at that. Best Animated Feature. The nominees are Arco, Elio, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie or the Character of Rain, Zootopia 2, and that's it. With the spoiler, Neza 2 could potentially get in there to take maybe Elio away, but these are all animated films that have been landing in several places like Golden Globes, Critics' Choice. I mean, we all know what the real winner is. I think you can guess. But anyway, yeah, this is my animated feature lineup, and it is it. This is it, I think. Here's an interesting one. Best Cinematography. The nominees are Michael Bauman for One Battle After Another, Autumn Durald Arkhipov for Sinners, Dan Lostiston for Frankenstein, Adolfo Veloso for Train Dreams, and Darius Kanji for Marty Supreme. Yes, these are my cinematography lineup, people. Yes, I feel good about it. I mean, One Battle for sure, Sinners for sure, Frankenstein, I guess, even though there are parts of it that are a little weird. Train Dreams, it's beautiful work. It's made it everywhere. I think it's in. Marty Supreme is the vulnerable one, although Kanji's having a really good year, so I think he is in there. But the spoiler would be Tukaz Sal for Hamnet, or maybe Claudio Miranda for F1, although he didn't get in for Top Gun Maverick, so I'm not going to predict that. Even though I predicted F1 in picture, I just feel like it's not going to happen. But for Hamnet, it could. But again, Marty Supreme would be the vulnerable one to take out, or maybe Frankenstein. But these are the 5 that I have for cinematography. It's beautiful work from all of these people, and that's it. I feel good about it. Best Editing, and the nominees are Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Andy Jurgensen for One Battle After Another, Stephen Marion and Patrick J. Smith for F1, Michael P. Shaver for Sinners, and Afonso Goncalves and Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. Yeah, this feels pretty damn good if you ask me. I mean, I think Marty's just got the flashy editing along with One Battle After Another. F1 especially with those fast cuts with the cars. Sinners, I mean, come on. I mean, you want typically your best picture frontrunner or contender to be nominated with editing. It's just always been that way, you know? But watch out for Sentimental Value. That could maybe swoop in here and take one of these out. I mean, F1 could maybe be vulnerable, but I don't think so. Probably the one that's vulnerable is probably Hamnet, honestly. That could be a potential upset. And then maybe Frankenstein or maybe Begonia. Those could maybe get in here as well for editing. But I don't think so. What I have here, I've done the research. I feel pretty good about these. These are pretty damn solid if you ask me. But yeah, Best Editing, that's what I got. Best Production Design, and the nominees are Fiona Crombie and Alice Felton for Hamnet, Hannah Beechler and Monique Champagne for Sinners, Nathan Crowley, Lee Sandales for Wicked for Good, Adam Willis, Jack Fisk for Marty Supreme, and Tamara Deverell and Shane Val for Frankenstein. Yes, I do have these as my production people. I mean, Hamnet, of course. I mean, the sets are amazing. Sinners, I mean, come on. You got the barn. You got just like overall stuff going on everywhere in the fields. Like, it's just beautiful work. Wicked for Good, I mean, come on. You got Oz. You got the cornfields. You got like everything. Like, it's in. You got Marty Supreme, just that whole production. I mean, like Jack Fisk is just like a freaking legend, man. Like the 50s, the 1950s, you felt it, you saw it, it was there, it was all real, it just looked amazing. And then you got Frankenstein. I mean, just, you know, the castle, like everything, like everywhere, the forest, like everywhere they go, like it's just so good. But watch out for Avatar: Fire and Ash, although I don't really know how that kind of factors in, but it's like close. And then watch out for One Battle After Another. I mean, the roads, the just, you know, overall like stations where they did the whole like riots and everything. Like, it was just like so good. Like, how can you not? It's the best picture frontrunner too, but I just don't think it gets in there for best production design. It's gotta like get knocked out somewhere, even though it could be our nomination leader. But no, I feel pretty good about this lineup, and that's my production design lineup. Best costume design, and the nominees are Miyako Belize for Marty Supreme, Ruthie Carter for Sinners, Kate Hawley for Frankenstein, Paula Tazewell for Wicked for Good, and Malgosia Terzanska for Hamnet. Yeah, this feels pretty damn good. But watch out for watch out for Hedda. That could potentially upset. I mean, the costumes are beautiful in that movie, and it might be its only nomination, maybe. And then watch out for One Battle After Another. It's very contemporary. I mean, you got the robe that like Leo wears. It's iconic. The skirt that like Chase Infinity wears. Very good contemporary costume work. Could get in there, but I just don't see it. I don't know who I would take out except for maybe Hamnet if they don't go for the whole period piece thing, or Marty Supreme if they don't like the whole 1950s men in suits kind of a thing. But I think it has a lot more work than just that. But yeah, that's what I have for costume design. Best makeup and hairstyling, and the nominees are Frankenstein, Wicked for Good, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and One Battle After Another, with the spoiler being Marty Supreme. I mean, you know, Timmy had like the acne on his face. Odessa had the black eye. So, I mean, you know, it could be in there. I mean, full Gwyneth Paltrow with the whole acne thing. But I don't know. I just feel like Frankenstein, yes, it's the front runner. Wicked for Good, a lot of good work with the Scarecrow and the Tin Man. Sinners, you got freaking vampires and crazy gore going on. Smash Machine, I mean, bet against the makeup artist at your will. I mean, he did so many iconic roles that won Oscars. They love him. And then One Battle After Another, I mean, you got Lockjaw with the scene, you know, and maybe a little bit of Leo facial hair and stuff. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this makeup and hairstyle lineup. But watch out for a surprise that comes out of left field. You never know. Best visual effects, and the nominees are Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, Sinners, Superman, and The Lost Bus. Yeah, with the spoiler maybe being Frankenstein to take one of these out. So Avatar is just walking away with this whole thing, let's be real, but like, you know, we gotta entertain the other ones. F1 hasn't missed a beat. I think it's in there for sure. Sinners, it's the front runner potentially, and yeah, I think it's got enough visual effects with the eyes, among other things, that it's in there. Superman, it's a DC movie. It's the only superhero movie we have here, but I think it could do it. I think it could get in. And then people talked me into The Lost Bus. You know, the flames, a lot of work went into that. It did really well at the visual effects bake-off that they had. So it's just, I don't know. Is it too soon to do a fire movie? I mean, you got 2 fire movies, but it's kind of crazy, isn't it? But Frankenstein, it has some visual effects that are good, but most of it is just not consistent. That's the problem. That's why I don't have it in here. But I don't know. I feel pretty good about this visual effects lineup in the end, and you might go 4 for 5 onto this, or maybe you'll go 5 for 5. Maybe we're that good. We'll see. We're getting close. Just a few more texts and some shorts, and then we're done. Okay. Best sound. Nominees are F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Seurat. Yeah. With the spoiler being Avatar, Fire and Ash, and Wicked for Good. Okay, so F1, I think it's personally going to win this category, potentially, unless Sinners takes it out, maybe. Frankenstein, I have it in. It's just a lot of tech going on in that movie. One Battle After Another, it's a front runner. Gotta do it. A lot of gunshots. Sinners already brought up. And then Seurat, yeah, that movie's just kind of made on sound, especially in the third act, and you'll know it when you see it. Go watch Seurat. You gotta do it. But watch out, like I said, for Avatar, Fire and Ash, could potentially get in there. It's a big tech-heavy movie. And Wicked for Good, maybe. I mean, that movie's just kind of losing steam, though, so I don't buy it. But, I mean, it could. It's a musical, after all, so you have to consider it. And that's what I have for sound. Next up, Best Score, and the nominees are Alexander Desplat for Frankenstein, Johnny Greenwood for One Battle After Another, Ludwig Göransson for Sinners, Max Richter for Hamnet, and Hans Zimmer for F1. With the spoiler being Daniel Lopatin for Marty Supreme and Jerskin Fendrix for Begonia. Okay, so everybody's going to be like, you got Hans Zimmer for F1? You crazy? And I'm going to be like, no, I'm not. It's a freaking legend. Yes, he doesn't always get in, but when he does, he does. And he's been promoting this score. It's a memorable theme. You'll know it when you hear it, but like, I think he's in. The others, I feel pretty good about as well. I mean, Max Richter for Hamnet could be vulnerable, but I just don't see that, especially for the last acts of the movie. It's all about that emotion and the music playing along with it. How could you not, like, you know, leave that out? Like, how can you just keep it in? You know, you got to keep it in, is what I mean. But yeah, Marty Supreme, it's too techno and too cool for them to go for. That's why I don't have it in, but it could get in. It got like the BAFTA shortlist and everything, so it could get in there. Begonia, it could be a nice little surprise. It's a previous nominee, so he's been in there before, so he could probably do it again. And that would be a nice little haul for Begonia's Oscar nominations, but I just don't think it's going to happen for that. But yeah, this is my lineup for score, and I'm going to keep it. Best Original Song, and the nominees are Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters, I Lie to You from Sinners, Dear Me by Diane Warren Relentless, Drive for F1, and then Salt and Sour, then Sweet from Come See Me in the Good Light. All right, and yeah, and the spoiler is The Girl in the Bubble from Wicked for Good, and Train Dreams from Train Dreams. Okay, so a lot to talk about here. Golden, it's obvious. I mean, come on, it's Golden. It's going to win. I Lied to You from Sinners. That is the Sinners song that's getting in, not the other one. And then Dear Me, Diane Warren always gets in. The Branch loves her. She never misses. Every year she gets in. And she always loses, but it's okay. We love Diane Warren. She's great. So I have Drive in here because it's Ed Sheeran. He's been campaigning the movie a lot in Los Angeles. I really think he's going to break through here, especially if you have F1 in picture and a bunch of tech categories for it. Why not put this in here? Why not? Tell me. And then you have Salt and Sour and Sweet. I mean, you got Sarah Bareilles and Brandy Carlisle involved. Like, I just feel like... And she's been campaigning this movie all over Los Angeles as well. Like, they've been pushing it. So if you figure you're going to go 4 for 5 out of this, getting one major singer in here in terms of like Ed Sheeran and Sarah Bareilles. So that's why I have it. I just don't have The Girl in the Bubble because there's not enough passion for that song. Like, both songs from Wicked really aren't that beloved. Steven Schwartz is like a legend. We haven't seen him here in a while. But like, I don't know. I feel like these two are just not gonna gel well. They'll like cancel each other out, or just not enough passion overall. And the movie's just losing steam, in my opinion. And if I'm not gonna predict Ariana Grande, then why would I predict Girl in the Bubble? Like, sure, it could happen that way, but like, I'm not gonna do it. It just doesn't feel right to me. So, and then Train Dreams, it's okay. It's a fine song. It's an end credit song. And like, I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna break through here in this line of really potential really cool songs that you could have in this category, but I don't know, I might be wrong. But yeah, this is what I have for Best Original Song, and that's it. Documentary Short, nominees are All the Empty Rooms, Armed Only with a Camera, The Life and Death of Brent Renaud, All the Walls Came Down, Bad Hostage, Cashing Out. I got no thoughts. That's what I have for Documentary Short. Next up, Animated Short, nominees are Autocar, Iru, Butterfly, Cardboard, Forever Green. I did a bunch of research. This is what people kind of told me are going to probably get in. There are going to be some misses. What are they? I don't know. I haven't seen everything. I'm so sorry. But like, you know, there's only so much time you can do. I will watch the ones that do get nominated for sure. But yeah, this is what I have for Animated Short. And the last category, Live Action Short. Nominees are Ado, Beyond Silence, The Boy with White Skin, Amarella, and Butcher's Stain. And that's what I got. Those are my predictions for the 2026 Oscars. Yep, we're gonna get the nominations on Thursday, January 22nd. And these are my choices. I mean, I feel good about a good chunk of them, but the rest are so up in the air. It could be totally different. I'll be amazed if I get like at least 80% of these right. But time will tell. We'll know in a few days. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. If you like what you heard, go and hit the subscribe button on the channel. I greatly appreciate your feedback and your support. And remember, when you go to the movies, bring your buddy and talk about movies. Until next time, bye.